Hey guys, as always, it's Cinderash here, and just a friendly reminder before we get into this, this is recorded before the Atlantic City patch, so a lot of the information that I may be talking about here may be not accurate anymore. I apologize ahead of time. But let's get right into this. So, first thing off is that once we wake up from our small nap to get our experience boost right back up, so that way we can just keep going with it, we're going to go look for supplies in here. Now, never been in here, never seen this stuff, so I figured, might as well, you know, it says supplies, maybe there'll be some good stuff, you know, some stims, dirty water, a little bit of Radaway, not too bad. Really what I'm looking for, a lot of this stuff is I'm looking for ammo, and I'm looking for rare scrap stuff. So anything that's going to be like circuitry, ballistic fibers, anything like that. Because a lot of this other stuff is really easy to get, like steel, aluminum, all that kind of stuff. And of course, since we're already here, we might as well just ignore the inoculation project and go straight for advanced responder training. Now, the reason that we're doing this is because these are really quick, these are really simple, and because we're in the area, you might as well do them because they give you a fuck ton of experience. And these are great in the early level, especially when you're on a casual team like I am. The experience boost is really good because of the intelligence boost, and then on top of that, our charisma boost of the extra 15% allows us to really just knock out really quickly, get us a bunch of stuff. And of course, I get fat shamed by my big fat head, and I got stuck there, so I have to go down the stairs like a normal person. Now, this part really bothered the hell out of me when I was going through here. So, I could not for the life of me figure out where the fuck the thing was. Like, there was a sleeping bag, there was a guy, there was a thing, and then I didn't realize that these little tents, you can actually loot these. And it made me wonder, like, if I ever across any tents beforehand, because a lot of the walking we do gets cut because obviously it's super fucking boring. But it's really hard to figure out if I've walked past any tents, just looked at them, tried to walk up to them, did not get a prompt for it, and just went, huh, okay, and then just moved on. And how much stuff could have actually been inside there, whether it was good or not. Here, just like in real life, I open up my fridge, there's nothing in there, and sadly, didn't have anything there. So we're going to keep opening up perks. We're going to just keep looking at the perk cards and deciding what we want. So we're immediately just going to start funneling into intelligence now. The reason being that intelligence is also, again, really good for our experience game. Also, on top of that, the early game for melees, it is so hard, especially starting out, to gather the right supplies to keep your melee good and make sure that it's viable throughout your entire playthrough. Just now, I actually found my first two-handed, and I had no idea what this thing was. I did not realize that this was a person's camp until I went across it, and I realized my camp doesn't look like that. Then I learned later that they are called tents, which makes sense, but I did not expect that thing to be a tent of all things. That would allow me to actually, you know, go inside of it and do all the stuff I need to do, like on a quick, you know, trip-by-trip basis or anything like that, instead of having to move my camp all the way around. So here comes another one that I had issues with. It gets cut, but here's basically what happened. I picked up what I needed to do, and then I played it. I went on the computer, I froze, and then I had to just restart, and then I just had to redo this. So what you're seeing is a splice of the two that happened just because I froze up and it would not let me do anything, and it did not let me actually progress the way that I wanted to. So here we are, just wandering around, because a lot of this stuff now is on our way down to get the Dr. Hudgens research and everything else. It's just looking through and gathering locations. And I came across this place that looked kind of interesting. It was just a water treatment plant. And I thought maybe there'd be something nice in here for me to kind of snag and do real quick. So I was like, oh, okay, let's do this miscellaneous quest. This will take just a quick moment. I'll be able to pop in a level. As I get down, walking all the way down, and nope, it was a daily. So, yeah. Then I made the biggest rookie mistake ever for an Iron Man. I did not go up to the top of the lookouts because I didn't know that lookouts could actually give you locations for anything. The problem with like that is they're not inherently like explicitly told anywhere in the game like, hey, if you go up to a lookout, then hey, you'll be able to see all the locations around your area. You know, you'll see grayed out ones that may or may not be new or something you've seen, and they do a pretty wide radius too. As you can see, I swap a lot between my two-handed melees because, man, some of these melees are really, really good, and some of them are just such ass. And I think I found that this pitchfork did a lot better than the pickaxe, which just seems weird to me because, like, I get it. It's a pitchfork. It's got 4 pointy ends. But the way that you have to use and hold this thing, oh man, I figured like a mining pick would be better. Nope. Nah, it does less damage for some reason. So I'm gonna put more points into Makeshift Warrior just so that way my weapon doesn't break. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I had no idea about this. But yeah, no, that means your weapon's close to breaking. So I was running around for quite a bit with Makeshift Warrior without realizing that my weapon was going to break at any time, anywhere, and I could be absolutely fucked. So I came up here to see if I could find any food. Couldn't find anything. Couldn't find any water either. It kind of lied to me, saying it was like a Creamstone Creamery kind of thing, and just was just a huge middle finger. Now we're finally getting towards our location, but of course Hornwright popped up a quest, and I was like, huh, okay, I guess I'll go explore it. Because that thing pops up from like about 100 meters away, telling you to go look at it. So I figured it must be important. If a miscellaneous quest pops up and tells me, hey, go look at that, that's 100 meters away or more, you just go do it. And then I was like, okay, cool. I started a quest called the Motherlode. So I assumed maybe this is like a gimme for new players to get a lot of caps. So obviously my idea was I'm gonna do this, and then of course right as I started getting into it, my pitchfork broke, so it's back to the pickaxe. Here we go. And then I started doing these questionnaires, and I got them all right on my first try, which was awesome because I just played like a scumbag. And if this is nauseating for you, trust me, it's nauseating for me too. But I want to make these episodes quick, convenient, and good for everybody. And that's pretty much what I ask of my editor, and that's what my editor does. And sometimes speeding up everything just to showcase that I'm doing everything legitimately, I'm not getting any help, anything like that, is kind of just the best way to go about it. And here's where I find my first power armor, and of course it has to be level 30 power armor. Now, I didn't even know that you could pick it up and just take it with you, just like the chassis or anything. So I just let it go. I figured these ores would be important because my brain is hardwired for any game like Bethesda based, especially Skyrim. If you see ore, pick it up because it can be transmuted. But obviously I know it doesn't work in this game. So it's like, why would I do that? Well, I picked it up anyway because I figured, well, if I can't transmute it, at least I can scrap it. Then I find myself a sledgehammer. And the sledgehammer, oh my god, it felt so good. I was finally hitting triple digits consistently on my melee swings, and it just felt so nice. And especially for just a base sledge and not even like a super sledge or any other kind of crazy sledges that this game may have. So I know this game has quite a bit of different weapon variety, even though the metas for this game are very, very hard put into place. Like most people, as you can see, like Israel Beans and Zing is Good are using the Unyielding build because it's super strong. If not the strongest thing in the game. You know, you got people with the full health builds that are like running fixer stealth things and all that. And just like in real life, everybody's just trying to avoid me because, you know, I fucking suck, and I completely get it. So here goes me trying to figure out how the hell I got down there in the first place, trying to take the shortcut down there when I could have just done this. Porta Diner, always got to hit it to see if I can get lucky. Never lucky, so it didn't work. You just got to plug in a couple of things, got to get inoculated, and just like the COVID vaccine, I am now finally cured, Kappa, so I'll probably die to Scorched eventually. So let's go figure that out. And of course, she decides, hey, I'm just gonna broadcast over the radio. And hopefully it's only for Pip Boys, otherwise I'm completely fucked. Again, Porta Diner, let's just hit it. And no. Okay. I will never ever get something from the Porta Diner. Never. And I've seen, like, people's camps. These pies, they go for 40,000 caps. I have no idea why. They're super expensive. But that's all our quests, our locations, our events, and no deaths this time around. So you guys take care, stay awesome. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.